TABATA!
You to identify yourself.
Yo, we back at it with another Black Clover video. We're going to be covering chapters 381, 382, 383. I know I'm amp as hell, but damn it, we only get chapters every 3 months. So excuse me if I'm a little hyped for this, man. Yo, let me tell you something. Woo. Hey, yo, TABATA cooked, man. I don't give a fuck. My neighbors can complain all they want, man. Hey, look, they gonna hear some shit today. They gonna hear it today, man. Hey, yo, hopefully you guys are ready for this video. I'm gonna put all 3 chapters together, so make sure you thumb it up and subscribe. Also, if this video gets to 300 likes, you know what I'm saying, I will be going live where I will talk about the chapter, answer your questions, whatever the case may be. Also, with my Nero Nation members, if you want to be a part of that, you know, just let me know in the comment section. So, yeah, if you want to be a part of the live, just make sure you're a Nero Nation member. Also, I will be doing a giveaway within this video. So, all it takes for you guys to be a winner is make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you thumb up the video. I could tell, YouTube tells me. And also, make sure you put your Cash App in the description. I'm gonna just pick maybe 3 or 5 random people and send them a couple bucks on Cash App. I've done it with the last Black Clover chapter we got, and also just put thank you in the comments so that other people can see it and not think that I'm trying to scam anybody. But yo, TABATA delivered. I'm sorry, I love this chapter. Oh yeah, one more thing. I made 2 new shirts for the thumbnails that I got for this video. I got 3 different thumbnails, so it will be rotating throughout the day on YouTube. But I turned those into shirts in case, you know, one of you guys want to buy it and show your love and support, because some of y'all guys said y'all really like the thumbnail. So I just turned them into t-shirts. But yo, TABATA, woo! If I had to say one gripe, because I'm not going to say these chapters are perfect. If I had to say one gripe, it would be with the color page we got for the beginning of this chapter to celebrate the 10th anniversary for Black Clover. And I know some of y'all are like, yo, that color page looks amazing. Yeah, it is. But I don't like how, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys can see it, certain characters are higher up where you can see them right off the bat. And then we got characters where I feel like are more important at the bottom. Like, I feel like Magna, Klaus, they got did dirty in this picture, as well as your boy Sekai. Like, yo, he is at the bottom. Like, to see him, you gotta be like, there he is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, where's Waldo up in this bitch? And then Zoro as well. I feel like these are characters that should have been higher up in the pictures. And you could have put people like Mimosa's brother. You could have put him down there. You could have put William. I mean, William's dope, but you know what I'm saying? He was a traitor. You could have put him down there at the bottom. It's a couple other people. Leo's at the bottom. He could have been further up as well, seeing how we haven't seen him in quite a long time. There are other people you could have put at the bottom, TABATA. Why did you choose some of the best characters in the series, man? Hey, damn it, I said it. Some of the best characters in the series. But other than that, man, I really enjoyed this chapter and these chapters. And what I love the most about it is how it showcases how Asta is the flaw of this world, yet he was able to change the hearts and minds of so many people.
Now it's making sense to become the Wizard King.
If you take anything away from these last 3 chapters that TABATA just gave us, it should be that even a flaw can change a person for the better.
Share the warm world you hold in your heart with every citizen in this nation.
I mean, TABATA cook with this shit, because we got characters. You know what? We just gonna dive into it because I don't want to spoil it for those who are like watching it. You know, because I heard a lot of people saying like, "Yo, go in order, don't spoil it by talking about stuff that happens later on." So we're gonna actually, start from the beginning and work our way through. But Asta, man, he's the GOAT. Yuno, my Yuno haters out there. My Yuno hater, and it's a lot of you guys up there. Every now and then I just get a random message on X from just like random people saying like, Yuno's trash. I also get that for Mimosa as well. You know who you are. The Mimosa hater, you know who you are. But for Yuno as well, it's like, yo, he's trash, man. I'm like, damn, like, dude ain't even say hi, good morning, nothing. It's just like straight to Yuno trash. I put a heart on it, you know. I feel like that's all like a hardest message, you know what I'm saying? Or her message. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's a male. But, you know what I'm saying? After what Yuno has done in these chapters, you cannot deny this man is goated, man. Everybody's going to say ass pull, he gets powers and stuff like that. He may have gotten powers from other people, but the way he utilized it, you may say he better than other people who had anti-magic their whole life. I ain't throwing shots out there. I don't want nobody to hurt me. I don't want no. Your boy's Amp, right?
But I can still beat you in a one-on-one match to prove I'm the strongest. Not a chance.
Damn, your boy's Amp. But yo, shout out to Yuno, man. I had to give him his props. Also, man. Yo. You know what? We're going to get into that as we go throughout the chapters, man. But, hey, your boy Lucius is vicious. Who said the movie wasn't canon?
I'm branch coordinator Millie Maxwell. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Where you guys at? I've seen a lot of people on my other channel, when I had posted the Black Clover, movie review and all that, motherfucker coming to the comic section and saying like, yo, it doesn't matter. It's not canon. It's not canon. Where you at now? Where you at now, man? I want to hit a chat. Hey, look, it's whatever. Let's get into this chapter, man. Color page, amazing, man. 10 out of 10. Like I said, the only thing, I feel like some characters should be in different spots on the picture. But we have it where the chapter starts off, where you got your boy Yuno standing there, half anti-magic, half spirit dive, looking amazing. You got the world witnessing this battle go on between him and Lucius. You even got your boy Finro looking like, yo. And it's crazy that Finro would say that, though. He's like, even Asta's handsome rival has anti-magic now. Like, why TABATA had to add handsome rival? Like, of all the stuff he could have said, he could have been like, the Golden Dawn captain, he could have said anything, but the handsome rival, like, that shit was crazy to me. And then you have it where Lucius is just saying like, yo, you really are the dangerous one. You're the one that I feared the most. Well, not necessarily fear, but he was the one that would cause him the most trouble. And Lucius knew that from all the countless different paths he's seen into the future, which I just really love that concept, man. Honestly, Lucius reminds me a little bit of Eren from Attack on Titan, how Eren's seen all these different paths that he could choose, but he only came up to this one path, which was the path he chose that led to him dying and his friends being hero. But I feel like Lucius like somewhat like that, as well as Doctor Strange, where he's just like one. It's only one future where we win. But I like the fact that he's like, yo, all of you guys are acting like this, and one little corpse made it happen, or nearly corpse, calling Asta a corpse because he's on death's door. Then you have it where Lucius attacks with so many different magic spells at the same damn time, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing all that different magic and spells and shit coming towards me, look, that's why I'm not a Magic Knight. I'm not built for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I could fight good on a one-on-one battle, maybe even two people, but you throwing spells out like this, that's when I'm like, if I'm I'm like, hey, look, man, hold on. Let's let Asta get back into the game so we could at least have 2-on-1. All this doing shit on my own, I ain't built for that. I would have explained that to Lucius. Maybe he would have understood. Nah, that motherfucker would have still attacked me. But next thing you know, you have it where your boy Yuno does another amazing spell. Like this dude, keep in mind, this man's going to throw out some spells, so get ready. But he throws out the Black Tornado Fang, man. Oh my gosh. This thing completely rips through all the spells that your boy Lucius just threw at Yuno. Now, I feel like this is a combination of his wind magic as well as anti-magic working together to form this tornado. It also reminds me of Asta ability, Black Tornado, where he spins around, but it's actually Asta spinning with his sword, as opposed to this is Yuno using his wind magic to guide the anti-magic, or at least that's how I'm perceiving it to be. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. You guys are more than welcome. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, man, why y'all ain't like this damn video, man? Hey, look, here we are, 8 minutes into the video, and I gotta sit here and stop to remind you guys to thumb up the damn video. Like, yo, hey, bro, look, it's not gonna happen again. Maybe a couple more times, but it's not gonna happen again, man. Let's get back to the chapter, yo. Let's get to the chapter. All right, so next thing you know, you got it where Yuno was in the midst of that tornado, so maybe his ability is similar to Asta's Black Tornado, and maybe he even stole the idea from Asta. I'm very curious. But you have it where he goes to slash your boy Lucius, but Lucius instantly teleports out the way, and you have it where Lucius is saying like, yo, he needs to be wary of those anti-magic attacks. You know, he must use the utmost caution against them, and we know anti-magic is crazy. But then you have it where Yuno does another attack where he starts shooting anti-magic from the black stars. That shit look crazy, man. Yo, look, say what you want about Asta and Yuno, and you know what I'm saying, you know, Asta being the first person to have anti-magic. Yes, this is true, he is in the series so far. But I will say, I like the way Yuno is utilizing the anti-magic more than I've ever seen. Asta's done some great feats with his anti-magic, but for the most part, it's pretty much straightforward. He goes after his opponent, he tries to slash him down. Yuno is doing all types of crazy tricks with the anti-magic. And look, I like Asta more than Yuno. Look, I gotta be fair right here. This shit is crazy. But you see him shooting like black spears or black lasers from the black stars, and that shit look crazy. Then you have it where your boy Lucius flies up in the air, uses gravity magic to make himself heavy, comes down straight to the ground, but Yuno manages to dodge it. In fact, it looks as if Yuno does a black flip, and amongst doing that black flip, he does another new attack, the Black Crescent Moon Sickle. Oh my gosh, that shit is huge. That's the biggest slash I've ever seen of anti-magic, and your boy Asta specializes in it. But yo, I'm gonna start glazing, you know, somebody's gonna be in the comment like, yo, bruh, take a chill, man, that's Yuno. You know, but anyway, you got him doing that slash. Your boy Lucius managed to dodge the slash, and then your boy Yuno comes down with the anti-magic sword, slashing it down on top of Lucius. This shit looks so goated. Now you also have a moment where Yuno is saying like, yo, that muscle-bound freak been swinging this sword this whole time. And like I said in a previous spoiler video, I believe the only reason Yuno is even able to swing this heavy-ass sword is because he's using his wind to help guide the momentum of the swings, not necessarily him using his strength. Because I could see some people saying like, yo, well, does this mean Yuno is just as strong as Asta? Nah, I believe he's using the magic, his wind magic, to help him wield this sword more efficiently. Now, I could be wrong, but this is just my theories on what Yuno is doing to win this battle. But you have it where they clash swords, and it seems as if the sword of Lucius is beginning to crack from the weight of Yuno's sword. Now, when you think about it, remember, there was a point in time when Julius picked up the Demon Dweller sword, and when he picked it up, he struggled as well, and his his magic was being drained by the sword. But you got it where your boy Yuno is wielding it, and he's doing a pretty damn job. But next thing you know, Lucius uses transparency magic in order to hide from Yuno, and he's like, yo, all I gotta do is use my soul magic at the right spot where there isn't any anti-magic around, and this battle will be over. You see your boy Lucius is planning on turning Yuno into a paladin right here. This is where he's like, yo, if you can't beat him, make him join you. And he's going to turn your boy Yuno into a paladin. Then your boy Yuno does it again. Like, this is only a few pages into the first chapter, and we already on spell number 4? Damn! The dude is going in. You cannot deny Yuno isn't going in. But anyway, he does his Black Neverland spell, which is completely new, and you see that he surrounds himself with the anti-magic stars. They're swirling around him. He's within an anti-magic Black Neverland, and it's just look amazing. You have it with but you have it with Lucius himself is shocked, like, yo, my magic is disappearing. Like, yo, then you have it where Yuno locates where Lucius is, and he goes with an anti-magic slash towards him, and he even draws blood from Lucius in his final form, something we have yet to see happen until this point. You have it where Lucius looks at Yuno and says like, yo, impressive, I'll whittle away that anti-magic until it runs out. And then Yuno says the cold line, like, shout out to Yuno for talking shit, man. He said, before it does, you'll be dead. I'm like, oh, not Yuno talking shit. But then it jumps to the battlefield of the Clover Kingdom, and you have it where Aesir is flying in front of Noelle, saying like, yo, ready, here I come. Noelle saying to herself, I don't have any magic left. She's tapped out. She just unleashed that powerful spell a few chapters ago to defeat her mom in a form that was weaker than her current form. But you have it where she's going in, Aesir is going in to attack Noelle and her family. And then you have it, that's when Sis Lion jumps out of nowhere, and she says like, Noelle, go. This ain't your mom anymore. I get rid of her. Like, I handle this shit. Like, yo, Sis Lion want all the smoke, yo. The fact that Sis Lion was fighting Morris, seeing Morris transform was like, it ain't enough.
Well, I, for one, can still keep fighting.
It's not. It's not enough, man. I don't want to fight him. He's boring. He's boring. And then she looks over and see Acia transforms. Like, well, Noelle and her siblings, they kind of got their get back on their mom. So I don't think they're mine if I jump in. I think I'm gonna jump in. And she's like, hey, Morris, I'll holler at you. And she goes to fight another threat, someone that she sees more worthy. And I'm like, yo, damn. Now remember, from the original, well, I'm talking like this is part 2 of the series. Sis Lion made a statement to Noelle saying like, yo, your mom was one of the only people, one of the few people that I wasn't able to beat. Her grace on the battlefield was something amazing. And she was like, yo, I always regretted not being able to have that run back. And now you see right now, she's not going to miss that opportunity. Like, yo, I let y'all settle y'all family squabble. Now it's time I step in, and she about to catch the hands. Hey, yo, I love Sis Lion for that. Like, yo, Sis Lion, like, damn you, Morris. Like, everyone know you trash, man. Like, yo, you beat Dorothy and Lotus on some fluke shit. Nobody even seen what happened. Like, yo, I don't want to fight you no more. I'm going over here where it's more of a challenge. I just like the fact that TABATA chose to do that with Sis Lion. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. That was one of the things I wanted to see. I'm like, yo, damn, I would have been nice. It would have been nice to see these two face off together, seeing how they considered themselves to be rivals back in the day before Acia passed away.
We'll think they can laugh at me!
Next thing you know, it jumps to Mimosa, and she's there with Asta and Libby. It's crazy how Libby's all bloody in a chibi form. That's just like, it's adorable and just tragic at the same time. And you have it where Mimosa, she's kind of stuck because she's like, yo, I wanna be able to help Asta, but like these wounds are too deep for me to heal unless I use ultimate spell, but I don't have enough magic for that. I have to put all of my healing power into this spell to heal him, but if I was to do that, it'll be endangering the lives of those who are already wounded. I know Asta wouldn't want me to save his life over everyone else's, but what do? You see that she's struggling, trying to figure out what she needs to do. And I love this moment right here. This is probably one of those moments that a lot of people are going to overlook, but for me, I took notice. TABATA, I seen what you was doing, how we were able to see this person who's known as the Flaw able to change everyone within this kingdom.
Your magic is never giving up, so I know you can do it.
Not just characters that we're used to seeing, but even people that don't even get a lot of screen time, because we see these other Magic Knight warriors saying like, yo, never mind us, help him recover, help Asta. We saw him fight. We need his power to save this kingdom. They're saying they're willing to die. They're willing to risk death in order to see Asta live and survive, because they know he's the best chance for the rest of the kingdom surviving. Such an epic moment. I feel like a lot of people are going to overlook this, but the fact that these Magic Knights are willing to die for Asta, someone who's not of royal blood, it's just an amazing thing. The world has begun to change. This is the world that Lucius himself wants. He just doesn't want to take the time to wait. And if he would actually pay attention to what's going on, he would see that the world that he desired is already here. It's already growing. It's already blossoming. I love this panel. Like, it's just so amazing. And then you have it where some of the Magic Knights, they even get up and say, we'll pin it down. We'll take down these, angel clones. We'll take them down while you take the time out to heal Asta. And you have it where she picks up Asta's body and she begins to run with Asta within her cradle, her healing cradle. And she's running off with Asta, and she says, I swear I'll save him. I'm going to save Asta no matter what. And as she heads in the opposite direction, that's when she bumps into Morris. And then you have Morris make this statement, which lets you know that Sis Lion left this dude like, yo, nah, he's not a challenge. Your boy Morris goes to says, I would like to follow that vanished unknown research subject, but I'll eliminate that flaw first for Master Lucius. Yeah, I noticed this after I recorded the video. Crazy. Meaning he was chasing after Sis Lion because he wanted that battle. He wanted to fight her. He wanted to continue to fight her. And he potentially seen her as someone he could do research on to further his experiments. But she took off in the opposite direction, we already know, to face off against Acia. I think that was amazing. But next thing you know, You have someone speak from the shadow saying he's not a flaw, and then you see the rest of the Diamond Kingdom members showing up. Oh my gosh, this junk look amazing, man. You got Cougar there, you got Laundress there, you got Mars, you got Fauna there, you got Lotus there. Remember, Lotus lost the arm not too long ago. You also have Marilia there. I believe her name is Marilia or Maria. One of the two. I believe that's the name of the girl with the dark hair who's like an assassin type. You also got Code there as well, and she looks like she's holding some type of magic tool. I don't know where they got this tool from. Is it something from the Diamond Kingdom? Is it something from the past that maybe the first Wizard King developed with Nero? Because remember, he was making magic tools to help people without magic be just as popular as people with magic, you know. But I'm not really sure what where she got this tool from. But anyway, that's how chapter 381 ends, and we're about to get right into 382 again. Why haven't you guys thumb up this video? Like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, talk to me, fam. Talk to me. Why haven't you thumbed this shit up, man? Please, like, yo, hit the thumb up button. Damn, this is gonna be a long video, man. Hopefully you guys respect the grind, man. Hopefully you respect the grind. But we about to get into 382. It starts off with the Diamond Kingdom. You have it where Mars says, as promised, Asta, I'm here to help. And then you have it where Mimosa, she's looking at them. She's like, yo, what are they doing here? What are they doing here? And you see that you see flashbacks of, you know, Mars when he last spoke with Asta, and he tells Asta, like, yo, you can call me a friend. If you need any help, I'll be there for you. And then you got the rest of the Diamond Kingdom jumping in as well, saying, don't worry, Asta, we're on your side. Ladros saying, like, yo, this is pretty ironic. Then you also have Lotus saying, like, yo, good grief, these people pushed a one-armed old guy so hard, way too hard. Then you got it where they're all charging towards Morris. Of course, Morris says, like, yo, then as the Diamond Kingdom approaches Morris, you got it where they say, just look at the high and mighty scholar who did all the experimentations and toyed with all those lives, and now somebody else has turned him into a monster. That is pretty ironic. Then you have it where Morris speaks back to him, says, like, yo, Diamonds, who would have thought we'd meet in a place like that? You're not needed here. It's too late. You're actually embarrassing. It's like, look at something I bragged about as a small child. You have it where someone walks up saying, like, you're the ghost of the past, Morris. Even without your body modifications, we've grown stronger. You see this Diamond female walking forward. The aura she's giving off is just straight crazy. Then you see like this monster behind her. We're not sure what this monster is. And then you have it where Morris says, my former greatest success. And then he goes to say one of the 8 shining generals in the host of the spirit of earth. So she's this wielder of the earth spirit, and her name is Farima. I could be wrong. If so, I do apologize. Hey, look, it's a new character, man. Give me time, man. I got it where it jumps to all of them doing an attack towards Morris, and this shit looks amazing. You have it where Ladros is shooting blasts of energy towards Morris, and if you look closely, you see that Code, she's actually holding that magic tool, which is somehow feeding energy into Ladros so that he can attack Morris. And then you got everyone else going in on the attack as well. You even have it where your girl Fauna as well as Mars is both using their Phoenix Flame to fly towards him while shooting out diamonds towards him. That shit looked crazy as hell. You got all of them screaming as they go to attack Morris, and at the same time Cougar stopped to tell Mimosa, like, yo, we'll keep this guy pinned here, take care of Asta. Of course, Mimosa says thank you as she head off in the direction. Next thing you know, they show the Clover Kingdom watching the battle go on between Yuno and Lucius, and they're screaming for Yuno, telling him to hang in there, telling him to go, shouting and cheering. This would leads me to believe that there's a good chance that your boy Yuno might actually become the Wizard King. It might even be a situation where both of them become the Wizard King at the same time, Asta and Yuno. Or maybe Yuno becomes one first, and then he takes Asta under his wing and let Asta become the next Wizard King. Maybe that's possible. But next thing you know, we see your boy Yuno doing another new attack. I believe this is attack number 5 that we've seen new, and he does the Black Wind Blade Shower. This shit looks amazing. You see all these feathers covered in anti-magic flying towards your boy Lucius.
Gehenna game.
I actually didn't catch this until I started editing the video. Lucius is actually using the attack of Priscilla, aka Funny Bunny, in this moment right here against your boy Yuno, where she's making the soldiers on the chessboard, and Yuno uses this new attack to actually eliminate all the soldiers that your boy Lucius has placed on the battlefield. This is crazy, man. Like, yo, he actually is using her ability right here. Of course, Lucius is avoiding him, but at the same time, you got it where he's making like some type of chainsaw wheel, and he's throwing that towards Yuno, and he says, oh my gosh, Lucius says some of the coldest one-liners. Like, yo, he was like, now then, which come first? Will we settle this fight, or will you run out of citizens to protect? Meaning like, yo, he's going to take out everybody if he has to. Of course, it jumps to the Clover Kingdom, and you see these, you know what I'm saying, these angels, these legless angels about to attack these people within the Clover Kingdom. Next thing you know, you got, what's his name, Nedge? I believe his name is Nedge. He shows up to assist the citizens of the Clover Kingdom. If you don't remember him, he's from one of the earlier arcs of Black Clover. He was the guy who was, he was fighting underground, and it led to the battle of Yami versus Patri. It led to that. I can't remember the name of the arc. We also met the sister of the orphanage, and we met Marie. Well, I mean, we knew who Marie was, but we actually got to see her and how she started to like Asta, and the kids were disappearing. It's from that arc, if you don't remember. But anyway, while that's going on, you have it where some other people show up, and one of the people is Millie. In case you don't know, Millie is from the Black Clover movie. Like I said earlier, some of you guys said this movie wasn't canon. Then what do you call this, man? Because this damn show looks canon to me. But you have it where Millie shows up front with the research gang from Branch Zero, and you see that she also has Sally with her. She also has Vajros with her. She Ray's there as well. You got all of these guys working together at Branch Zero of the Magic Tool Research Lab, and they're doing what they can to try to help out the citizens of the Clover Kingdom. And then you have it where Nero says, oh, they made it in time. Then it jumps to Sally, and Sally says, I didn't really get what Asta meant back then, but you know, after seeing all these people thank me for the things I did within the research lab, I think I get it now. And I think this is such an amazing moment. Just another moment showcasing how Asta was able to change the people of this world despite being a flaw. I just think this was such an amazing thing. Then you got Vato saying like, yo, now it's time for them to atone. And he's opening up portals where, you know, these guys can reach through the portals and shoot bullets towards these legless angels. As they shoot these bullets, you see that Sally actually developed these bullets by using the DNA of Asta, the magicless DNA of Asta, and in result, these bullets take away the magic properties of whoever it hit for 5 seconds. They need to try to hit Lucius with some of these. They need to do that. You see where thanks to Sally, they're able to render these legless angels helpless and take them down. You even have it where Rage is coming through the portal as well, and he's jumping on these angels one by one, and he's taking their souls away from their body and freeing them. I think this was such an amazing moment to show him have a time to shine, and him saying like, yo, I'll take you all on and send you back to heaven. But then he soon realized that it's way too many of these guys for him to take out. But take a moment to look at his eye patch. His eye patch now has the Clover Kingdom on it, and before it used to have the Eye of the Midnight Sun on it. So to see his growth was amazing. But you got it where he's looking at these legless angels thinking that he doesn't have what it takes to take on all of them. But then right as he says that, you have it with the L sweep in to help out. You got Fauna, she's fighting. Like, yo, I want to see Fauna meet Fauna. I wonder how that's going to go down. And even then, I wonder how they're going to react to seeing the Fire Spirit, if the Fire Spirit is going to act a certain way, seeing both of them as well. But anyway, you have it where if you look closely, you can see Fauna attacking one of the legless angels, and you look even further, you can see your boy Vatos attacking another one of the angels. And then you got Raya as well as Patri flying closer, saying like, yo, we swear on the power of the L's, this time we will protect the humans. And I like how each time they show a previous enemy, they show a flashback of Asta convincing them to do the right thing and what led them to become a better person. I really love that. Asta really has changed this world. And you have it where Mimosa is looking at Asta saying like, yo, you've even made old enemies your allies. How much Asta has changed his world, even though his eyes are closed and he hasn't opened them. Like, man, it was such a great moment. Again, why the hell haven't you thumbed up the video, man? We 33 minutes in, or 30 something minutes in, and you guys haven't thumbed up the video. I'm gonna wait. Because the next chapter is the best chapter. So I'm gonna wait. Hopefully you did it by now. So we're going to get into this final chapter, man. Chapter 383 of Black Clover, man. And yo, It's about to get crazy, man. Stuff that you never seen before. Nah, let me stop messing with y'all. But this was an amazing chapter. But it starts off with your boy, Lucius, using spells from the previous Wizard Kings. Yes, using spells from the previous Wizard King, man. Oh my God, I wasn't expecting this. But you see, he starts off by using Edward's spell from the Black Clover movie when he was facing off against Noel and the Black Bull members.
Ice Wedge magic. World-end martyr!
And you have it where he makes this big ass ice sculpture. You have it where it's about to attack Yuno. But next thing you know, Yuno makes an anti-magic whip. Yes, connecting the anti-magic to each star that he has on the battlefield. And he makes a giant whip. That shit cuts through the ice, through the ice spell, which is insane. Then you have it where your boy Lucius is like, yo, I was just having fun. Take this. And he throws the light sword, the sword from the first Wizard King that we seen, the first Wizard King used against the demon version of, of Lit. And to see that, I was just like, yo, you have it where Yuno does another spell. He makes a shield out of it. Like, yo, what the hell? This dude makes a shield and it pretty much devours the light sword because on contact because of the anti-magic. Then you have it where Yuno puts 5 of his stars together to make this beam that shoots straight towards Lucius. Of course, Lucius manages to dodge it, but the blast is so powerful it even pierces the sky. And I don't know why, when I seen this, it gave me vibes of Gurren Lagann. This drill will pierce the heavens. I don't know why, man. That popped in my head. But anyway, you have it where Lucius dodges the attack, and then he goes to clash with Yuno. They both clash swords, and then they both land on different pillars that's floating in the air. And then you got Yuno saying like, yo, you're pretty desperate about chasing me around. You really are scared of Asta, aren't you? What Yuno means by this is Lucius is being very aggressive and trying to take down your boy Yuno so that he could go take out the flaw of this world, which is Asta. Where Yuno says, did you manage to predict his old enemies leveling up and taking his side? I guess your foresight genuinely doesn't work on him, referring to Asta. And we all know that is the case because, Lucius says out of the countless different futures he looked at, Asta was never part of any of them. But then you have Lucius saying it's nothing, just a battle of attrition. It won't go on for long. Just borrow anti-magic. And then if you look closely to Yuno's arm, you see some of the anti-magic fading away. And Yuno anti-magic may be gone soon. But I imagine, and just hear me out, once that happens, Yuno will be able to draw out the full power of the Demon Dweller Sword. That's just my thoughts on it. I could be wrong, but that's just the vibe I'm thinking TABATA is going to go with in the next chapter. Then you have it where Lucius is looking at Mimosa as she's trying to heal Asta and says, look, see? And you have it where all these angels, legless angels, are surrounding your boy Asta and Mimosa, and they're about to take her out. And you have Lucius says, like, you tried very hard, but it looks like it's already checkmate. And you have it where these angels are about to attack Mimosa, but next thing you know, her brother shows up, which is crazy. I was not expecting him to show up, but he says, like, whose beautiful little sister do you think you're trying to attack? He's like, yo, the gall of making my sister protect you, you lucky oaf. What happened to all that vigor you showed when you trashed me? And you have him recalling the battle that he had against Asta in the past. Next thing you know, we have Longris. He shows up as well, and he manages to cut one of the angels in half with his spatial magic. This scene just looks so damn epic. I always thought his spatial magic was broken, man. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Fenrir with the portals and you could go places, but Longris, you know what I'm saying? His shit just always been goated. And then you have it where Longris says, like, yo, it may not have been an actual battle, but he did beat me. I can't have him laying around looking like that. And then you got him saying, like, good grief, do they really have to bounce back this fast, referring to the angels and how fast they heal. But next thing you know, you have an angel getting obliterated by a ring of fire, and we see our boy Leo has returned. Leo has stepped onto the battlefield, and this shit look epic as hell. And you have it where Mimosa's looking like, Leo, like, yo, you here? And then the first thing Leo says, like, Asta, would you wake up already? I won't stand for such pathetic behavior from my rival. Then you have it as Mimosa is looking at him. She says he's keeping mana method activated and cloaking himself in it from head to toe. A good one. And you see with this, Leo is a perfect combination of Sus Lion and Fagolion, maintaining mana method throughout his whole body, similar to Sus Lion ultimate magic. And the flames of a ferocious Fagolion, he's doing the damn thing, man. Oh my God, Leo. I know I can picture some Leo fans going crazy. Matter of fact, FBK, he's part of the Nero Nation. He's one of the members. I know he probably reading this chapter going crazy as soon as he got to this spot. The fact that he's able to do this, man, just shows how powerful and how much he has trained to get to this point. And I wonder if we're going to get even more from him but towards the end of this big war. But anyway, you have it where it jumps to Lucius, and he says, however, all of this is merely buying time. No matter how often you defeat them, the angels will rise again. Are thinking to themselves like, they won't last much longer. But at the same time, they're thinking about all of the stuff they went through with Asta and how he helped them see a different way of living. And they both stand there and they say, I acknowledge you now. And I love the fact that both of these people who seen Asta as nothing more than a commoner are both standing here saying like, we acknowledge you. It was just such a powerful moment. And I feel like that's what TABATA really was trying to show us throughout these past few chapters, is just not all the action and chaos is going on, but how much one person, a flawed person, was able to change the world.
Share the warm world you hold in your heart with every citizen in this nation.
I believe that's what he truly wanted us to see. But as you know what I'm saying, as they say that, you got it where they say, didn't you get stronger so that we could fight together? Get up, fight. Vanquish Lucius. You have all of them saying this to Asta, and then you have it where Mimosa says, I'm not going to make it in time. It's happening again. I won't be able to send him back to the battlefield in proper shape. And you have it where she's thinking about the moment when they was facing off against Lucifero, and she wasn't able to fully, completely heal Asta, but he got up and said, you've done enough. You've done enough. Thank you, Mimosa, as he heads to the battlefield on the verge of knocking on death's door. And you got her feeling bad because, this happened once and, Asta nearly died. Now you're going against a stronger opponent, meaning she could still heal him, but it won't be enough to send him there at full strength. But next thing you know, a portal opens up and you have it where Charmy and Femora come through the portal, and they're telling Mimosa like, eat up, restore your health. And with that happening, you have it where she's able to use her ultimate plant magic, Flower Princess Utopia. And because of that, she was able to heal Asta. She's in the process of healing Asta and restoring him so that he can save the world. In fact, she goes to say, Asta, please save the world. Everyone's waiting. Oh man, such an amazing moment. And for those of y'all who say Mimosa's power is broken, when you look at it, once she runs out of magic, it's not broken, man. It's a temporary, thing. Like some people always say like, she's a problem. And I do admit that's probably one of the people that Lucius should have went off after first. But next thing you know, you have it where this one angel manages to break through the spells of, Leo and everyone else, and is heading straight towards Mimosa. But before it can make contact, you have it where Asta slashes this angel in half. And due to his anti-magic, it won't be coming back. And you got it where he says, Mimosa, thanks. And she looks at him and says, of course. And then you have Asta with this serious ass look on his face. I haven't seen Asta with a look this serious since, since he fought against Damnatio. But then you got him screaming, Lucius, I'm coming for you. And that's the way the chapter ends. TABATA has cooked with this one. This was such an amazing chapter. I loved it from start to finish, man. Again, man, I will be going live if this gets to 300 likes. Also, put your cash apps in the comment section below. Thumb up the video, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, man. Like, this was amazing, man. I'm gonna give my final thoughts in the live stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that, man. Also, let me know who was the MVP in these 3 chapters. I would have to say Yuno, man. Mimosa, she would be second place, but I would have to say Yuno as far as like what I've liked. Don't get me wrong, I like the fact that we got to see a lot of the old characters from the Diamond Kingdom, and I hope they have bigger roles to play as this battle goes on. But I'm just really curious to see what Asta is going to do next, and how will they actually counter, the fact that Lucita is on the battlefield with Lucius. How will they counter that? Very curious what's going to go down. But I will let y'all know the next release date of chapters once we find out. Just stay tuned, be ready, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit of a long one, but hopefully you know, y'all cool with it. But thumb up the video, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next one. TABATA! Hey, yo, what a chapter, man. This shit was crazy, yo.